Mhm. Well, I have got to fix that because I'm looking very grainy here. I know it. Fix it. Oh, well, I'll do this first. One way or another, it failed and it just keeps falling. Put it somewhere and it's not going to give us a problem. I'm trying to do that. Let's see if I can do that. Excuse me. I have so much stuff going on right now. I've been super busy trying to catch up with my own self. Trying to catch up with myself. Have you ever done that? Trying to catch up with yourself. Let's see if I can move this out without causing tremendous problems. Maybe, maybe not. Well, guys. Um, the lighting is not good, but let's give this a try. Um, I'm only going to do this for a little bit because I have stuff to do. And my puppy's waiting on me. But before the end of the year is out, I wanted to at least kind of do a little roundup and have something to look back at going forward. Okay, so like I was saying in my title, um, this is just a conversation about the year and the plans for the next year coming in. This is the end of 2025, and this is December. Today is December 15th. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. She'll be 80 years old. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday, Mom. So, we've got to prepare for her birthday. And then again, this is the month um, that a lot of my relatives have a birthday, including two of my children, born a day apart, separate years. Um, my third child, which is my son, his birthday is December 18th. And my baby boy, he is December 19th. See, so then I have an aunt, two aunts' birthdays December. Um, I believe I have an uncle. It's in December. There's a lot of people. I'm not going to go through the gamut of them now because that's not the goal for today. So about the year and the plans for the next year coming in. So, I'm preparing for the new year. So this conversation isn't just for me, it's for you too. Maybe you just haven't had the time to sit down and think about it or whatever, but this is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to have a little sit down with myself to talk about it and get a little look at it, So, and as you can see in my background, it's really messy. And that's because I haven't had the time to really clean up and put things away because I just did a pop up um, this past Friday. Today is Monday, and I did a pop up Friday. So it's, and I brought seems like everything, and that's not even half of what I have in retail. So the house is a mess, and I have work to do, and I'm very limited because in June, I had foot surgery, and a month ago, I just been able to really walk, put some weight on my feet. It's still pretty painful, you know, the different things that I have to do with my foot. I live on the third floor, so climbing the stairs, it's kind of painful, and it's a little, there's so much movement that I have to do with my foot that makes it very hard and kind of painful. Everything I got to do because all those muscles in between those different bones, they have to be stretched and you know, back into everything. So that's another thing to overcome. Okay. But that's one of the things that slowed me down for the year because it was a whole year before I had the surgery, and it was a whole year that I was dealing with the pain of the injury. I wasn't doing anything but coming up the steps, and it my foot popped, my ligament in my foot, the fascia. Just anyway, let's move on. Okay, so preparing for the new year. I have my little notes here. Preparing for the new year is the focal point, is the focus. Now, questions I'm going to ask myself: what have I done? Well, for the year 2025, I've done I've done quite a bit. As usual, I'm hard on myself, but I don't think I'm hard enough. Um, it's been a whole year, and I've done things that kind of keep me in the public eye. Because if you stay relevant, you're not going to be forgotten about. So I've done things to stay relevant, and um, as far as staying in the magazine, social media posts. I haven't been able to do any fashion events or fashion shows because of the injury. Um, so I pretty much just kind of stayed relevant. I've had thoughts and plans and all of this stuff, but um, not too much of anything that kind of pushes me forward other than my thoughts. So I feel like I really haven't done anything. But I've had customers reach out to me. I've had sales. I've had, I'm building the website where um, some of my designs are on. And adding more designs. I'm trying to get to the point where, everything that I make you can purchase online. Um, so I'm working on that. I'm working on my Google site and everything like that. It's a journey. It really is a journey. And honey, you can turn your rice off. You can turn your rice off. So, excuse me, I had to tell that to my husband so his rice doesn't burn. Okay, so what have I accomplished? I still feel like I haven't accomplished anything. A lot of people tell me I've accomplished a lot, but I don't feel that. I've accomplished, I just don't feel like I've accomplished enough or accomplished what I set out to accomplish. And that can kind of rain on your parade. Um, like I said, I've accomplished, building the website, um, getting it out, to the public. I've created some designs. I'm still in the magazine. I've had interviews from different magazines and stuff like that. Um, you can chalk that up as an accomplishment, but for what I'm looking to gain from that, I haven't gotten that. So for me, I still don't feel like I've accomplished. I haven't accomplished anything. Being hard on myself, yes, but I have to. Have I done what I intended? No. I haven't done what I've intended. I've intended to, of course, create um, my newest collection, have the show, and been able to possibly get into a, a local store to where people can find me locally. Um, because you have to work both. You have to work online, and you also have to uh, work brick and mortar if you can. Um, I've been wanting to do pop up stores, but of course my injury wouldn't let me do that. So um, I haven't done what I intended. I haven't done any of that. So to me, this year's kind of been like either a sit still, I've just been sitting still too much. Um, I don't want to say a setback. I guess I would say it's just been a pause, and I don't need that. What are my feelings about my progression? My feelings about my progression is that I don't feel that I've progressed. I don't feel like I've progressed. Um, I don't. I don't feel like I've progressed. I need to reach new people. I need to I need to get subscribers. I need to get more views. I need to get, a bigger audience. I need to get the right audience. Um, and as far as the brand, I need support. I need financial support because my ultimate goal is to get manufacturing because I don't want to manufacture everything myself. So to get manufacturing and to be able to be produced and placed in stores and being able to have things being ordered online. That's the ultimate goal. Do I still have the desire to keep trying? Yes, I do. It's not as heavy as it was in the beginning, of course, because you go through trials, you go through, that whole excitement that builds, the building of the brand, the introduction of the brand, the fashion shows, the fashion weeks, um, the fashion campaigns. You do all that, and you get some, you get some things from that, but you don't get what you're trying. I didn't get what I was trying to reach for, and I know it takes time. I know it takes, the right thing, but tick tock, time is just going by. You get older, and it's like, when is it going to happen? So, do you still have the desire to keep trying? Yeah, yeah. But, my patience is like wearing thin, but I don't want to give up. And it's those days, can get dark. You get depressed about it. It's like, it's just not working, and I do want to give up. But it's like the love of your life. How can you give it up? So the desire to keep trying, yeah, still there. Still there. The big question is, what can I do to change my path to accomplish my end goal? That's the big question. That is the big question. What can I do? If you have any suggestions for me, you can give them to me. I would like to hear them. What can I do? Try some different strategies. I have some great ideas, but they all take money. And how far can you spread a thin layer? So I believe, what can I do to change my path? Maybe I'll fundraise. I'll do some campaigning, do some fundraising, and maybe, of course, I have to do some collaborations. I've talked to someone today about doing a collab, and I'll try that and see where we go with that. And of course, I could spend a lot more time on my channel, on this channel, to get more subscribers, get myself more views, and let's see where that will take me. Just spend a lot of time, I guess, in front of you guys, and see if you can spread the word for me. Share my page, share what I do, and that's what I can see for it. That's what I can see for it. So, just a little talk with myself at the end of this year to get me going. I still really don't feel like I've had the conversation that I need to have to get my going. But I do have my eyes on my new collection that I want to do in the first of the year. I have some things that I need to finish before this year is out. So those things can be out of the way. That's one of those things. Finish what was in this year. Get it out of the way so that you can really start the new year with what do I want to say? With a new page, a clean page. You don't have any leftovers from the following year. So I guess that's what I'm going to shoot for. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So that is the song. So that is the song for the brand. There's different versions of it that I've written, and that is what I'm going to be using to help push my brand when I'm doing some of my um, collection campaigns. So let me know when you see the campaigns and you hear the music. Let me know what you think. Okay? So it's been a short one, and I need some feedback. Let me know. Let me know what you think about my my thoughts, my feelings, my ideas. Give me some suggestions, what you think, um, and I'll take a look see at them and possibly use your suggestions. So let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share my link. Okay? Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.